Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Corona here, and welcome back to the channel. So we are here with a Crystal of Atlan update. It is, what time is it? Just had a look. It's 7 a.m. my time, and the servers went up about 2 hours ago. In case you guys tend to click through these or don't pay attention, there are patch notes that pop up when you first log in. So I wanted to go ahead and go over these with you guys today, so you know what you can expect when you log in. If this is the first of these videos you have ever seen, I have been the best about putting these up. I want to be better about this, so expect to see like prelim and then post patch notes more often, along with other things in the mix as well. So in case you're someone like, why would I listen to you read this? I can read it myself. You're absolutely right. Feel free, go for it. But in case you just don't like to read, yeah, just toss it up in the background as either you go through your day anticipating playing, or you maybe have already logged in and you want to just know what you should be paying attention to. Either way, let's go ahead and get started with this. I almost feel like that was a little awkward. Just me? All right, cool. Anyway, so July 17th version update notice. At the very beginning, as always, they have their little lengthy, hey, servers are going down. Guilds issuing a temporary restraining order, blah, 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 blah. This is just servers going down. They'll be coming back up in 4 hours. They can be postponed or they can come up early, so keep an eye out for when they will be coming back up, just for future reference. In other videos, we'll be mentioning that as well. And of course, under Prismatium for the downtime. I mean, to be honest, this feels like a lot less impactful, seeing as we can get Prismatium so easily for exchanging gold. I would love to see this be a bit higher, but you know, it's free. It is what it is. So version update content. So we have Hex Chess Queen Coordination. Hex Chess is far from over. Its conclusion still stretches ahead as you continue your investigations with Jalum, or Yalm, whichever you want to call him. Another timeline hidden beneath the surface world gradually emerges. In that world where we never intervened, Hamlet alone struck down Claudius the Usurper. Absolute Giga Chad. Only to be betrayed by his mother. That is beta behavior, man. Once again, we shall fight alongside Hamlet and confront the Queen, Meridia the Tyrant, who now has the power of the Crystal of Atlan in her grasp. Start time, of course, is when the servers go live, blah, blah, blah. Upon clearing the challenge, there's a chance to drop the brand new orange insignia, Meridia's insignia. Chess, and we'll look at this when we get in the game too. Chess Soul Series weapon materials, Chess Soul pieces, and then black sculptures, of course. Blueprint fragments and other rewards. Queen Coordination weekly rewards. Limits will refresh every Thursday, it looks like. So this will be a Thursday refresh at your server time. So, or at 6 a.m. your server time. Queen Coordination clears also count towards Passionate New Season event. So we'll have to take a look and see what that's all about. Passionate, actually, I think that might be the clear people through season event. I had to double check and see. I don't have events memorized by name yet. We're not that far in. So against the Tyrant, the first 24 adventurers to clear Queen's Coordination Elite, which is probably already done at this point, and each server will unlock an exclusive achievement and receive the moniker Tyrant Slayer. Good luck to those of you guys who went for the first 24 clears. Hopefully you got through your clears. The first 8 adventurers across all servers to clear it will also be included in the Hall of Honor, which is sick. Assist other adventurers in clearing Queen's Coordination Elite to accumulate assist counts and climb the assist rankings and regenerative rewards, including insignia modules, which is dope. So getting people through the fight is actually going to help out the entire server. So definitely, if you can, help out others trying to get through the fight. We will be doing that on stream as well, either later today or tomorrow, whatever happens to be. Hex Chess Series weapons, added Hex Chess Series weapons, including the Immortal Sword Disaster, Immortal Sword Misery, Grandmaster. Okay, this is just all the names of the weapons. I'm not reading them all. You need a level 60 Epic 2 EX or Tenebris series weapon to complete this quest. So you have to have a level 60 Epic level 2 weapon to be able to complete the quest. There's a quest. After collecting soul chess pieces, Chess Queen Coordination, unlock the special quest Path to New King to obtain Chess Soul Series weapon for your class. Oh, interesting. So it's a new weapon upgrade. Nice. Added the Hex Chess store, which can be accessed through the Hamlet NPC. You can purchase Hex Chess Desirium. Oh, nice. Added the new insignia support pack to the shop. Okay, that might be a little divisive. Sale period, it starts then ends on the 21st of August. The pack contains pink insignia selection boxes. Oh boy. That's well, if you can't get your pink insignia to drop and you can't get people to sell the pink insignia, well, you can whale it. If anything else, this will cause whales to get their pink insignias faster, meaning there are more pink insignias available for free to play faster. So it is what it is. Added the new pink. Okay, so what is this? This is an orange insignia selection bag. Brother, these better be one-time purchases, because if they're not, people are just gonna wail their immediate best insignias. That's hilarious. I mean, again, the way the game is set up, it's not really something I give to, like, I give all that much about, but like, especially since the insignias have been so like not plentiful and there's so few of them available all the time, people have the gold to buy them. They just need to have insignias available. This just means that whales are going to hyper rush insignias, and then they're gonna, you know, players are gonna have more insignias available. Free to play will be able to actually use gold on insignias, which will be nice. So we'll see. Class balance adjustments. They talked about this in the pre-run. I didn't upload it, unfortunately, but now we'll see what this is all about. Class balance adjustments. The following adjustments apply to both dungeon effects and PvP. So this is dungeon and PvP effects. This is PvP and PvE. Interesting. Magiblade's Wild Dance EX damage bonus is adjusted from plus 10% to 25% or to 15%, so 5% bump. Elementalist Thunder Core Drive damage bonus adjusted from 8 to 20%. Elementalist got buffed. Interesting. Warlock's Final Eulogy damage on self is adjusted. Wait. Final damage bonus on self is adjusted from 6, 12, 18 to 10, 20, 30. It's a pretty massive jump. The following adjustments apply to ranked matches. So this is only ranked PvP. Okay, so these adjustments are PvP and PvE, so they're getting buffed. Magiblade, Elementalist, and Warlock are all getting buffed is what it looks like. The sadness is that I don't see anything happening to Zurker. I cry. Anyway, so adjust to rank matches, this is just gonna be PvP. So Starbreaker basic attack damage is reduced by 20%. Valid. Fist Cannon, they're nerfing Starbreaker, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Skill damage is adjusted from 65 to 50% in ranked matches. Core engine damage adjusted from 50% to 40% in ranked matches. Oof. Magiblade energy consumption is adjusted from 30 to 25, so that's actually a buff for Crackling Strike. Bounty Hunter basic attack damage when not affected by Rain Down Fire and Magic Cartridge is increased to 200% in ranked battles. Wait, so when you don't have Rain Down Fire or Magic Cartridge, you get 200% extra damage of your basic attacks? Do you even want to use these anymore now in PvP? Like, holy crap. I don't know Bounty Hunter PvP. You guys have to let me know in the comments. Frostwind Bullet, skill damage in ranked match mode adjusted from 85% to 95%, so that's a bit of a buff. Magician Phantom Strike now connects faster. Body double energy consumption adjusted from 35 to 30%, or from 35 to 30, okay. Warlock, Sinister Blade, energy consumption adjusted from 35 to 30, and now the attack connects faster. Dark Vortex, energy consumption adjusted, so it's lower basically. So Warlock got a little bit of a buff. Okay. You don't really see Warlocks going that ham in PvP either on global or on CN side apparently, so interesting. Basic attack damage is reduced by 50% for Scytheguard. That is massive because Scytheguards have been absolutely crushing. So they reduced their basic. That's a huge nerf. Their basic damage they got nerfed harder than freaking. Ooh, they got nerfed harder than Starbreaker. Damn. I'm not sure. Yeah, Scytheguards. I'm sorry. Gear adjustments. Oh. Wait. This says ranked PvP only. Is this separate? This has to be separate, right? This has to be separate. Wait, this is 3. 3. 2. Okay, so this is separate. This is 1, this is 2, and they're making gear adjustments. Gear adjustments is 3, okay. Berserker, Vermilion Knight 2-piece set effect. Twisted Face. The skill damage increase when 80% is lower than the target's. Also a buff, okay. Our 4-piece set bonus got buffed as well. Skill damage increase while protected by a shield or barrier is adjusted from 8 to 12%, and the additional skill barriers of 0.5 up to 1%, up to 14% was 8%. That's huge. Thing is, like, do we care about our 4-piece though? The 2-piece is nice, but we're going to be going Hex Chest 3-piece, meaning we're only going to get our 2-piece set bonus. It does mean intermediately, like, we're going to be stronger, but is this enough to consider going our 5-piece set? I don't know. Time will tell. We'll have to see. Warlocks Nocturnal Quill 2-piece set. The bonus Umbral damage for every 55 Umbral enhance from plus 1.5 to plus 3 up to 12% was 6%. Why are we buffing Warlock in PvE? I mean, in PvP I understand, but why are we buffing Warlock PvE? Aren't they already strong? Could have sworn they were, but I could be wrong about that. Magician Phantom or Phantasmal Prism 4-piece set. Lucky Fingers. The bonus damage to enemies affected by certain debuffs is adjusted from 4 to 10%. Effect stacking with multiple status effects. Dang. Okay, so pretty substantial buff there. 6%. Seems pretty Pretty solid. And then of course optimizations, in controller mode, you can adjust your hotkeys now. That's nice. And then after purchasing the weekly pack, you can continue purchasing additional packs with options for 7, 28, and 84 more days, which is nice. I'm not sure how to feel about all these things here. This is a lot. This is the first time I've seen like actual buffs and nerfs. I wonder if these affect CN, or if these are just global specific. If they're adjusting things specifically for global because of the fact that we're missing specific classes, so on and so forth. Or there's also CN adjustments that CN just doesn't see other portions of this. But we'll have to see how this goes. I do actually have access to a CN account, so we'll be checking out some CN related content as well in the near future. Let's log in and take a look at some of the stuff they were talking about. So the Zurker things have changed as well, which is good. Funny enough, we were about to do a Zurker guide, like my official full Zurker guide, but of course they make some changes. So I'm going to double check and test a couple of things before we do that. So there are new packs available. Let me just go ahead and grab my free pack really quick. No, I haven't bought her yet. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. Okay, so there's now insignia bags. You can buy 6 of them per account. So this one is, that's what, 10 bucks? So that's $10. And this one is 20 bucks. You can buy 3 gold insignias. You can buy 3 gold insignias. I mean, it's 20 bucks, but 3 insignias, and these insignias are huge, man. Like, you understand, these are pretty big. Now, I will say they were smart about this. They made it so you can't purchase the raid insignias. It looks like it's only just the gold insignias, or orange insignias, excuse me, is what they call them. The orange insignias from like the bosses you get drops from. So like, for example, I use the Crag insignia. I wouldn't buy multiple of these to upgrade the insignia. Like if you're someone who's going to be buying this, unless you're like hyper whaling and you don't care, like money is no object, I would never purchase 3 of these. I would purchase like 1, and then I would probably buy like 2 of the Barbenas if I was going to buy anything, because eventually you're going to move over to using the Barbena insignia over using the elemental insignia. The elemental insignia is nice to start with, but you aren't going to stay on the elemental insignia. Eventually you will move over to just the flat damage insignia because you'll have enough enhancement, and you'll just transition your damage over and you'll be fine. You can purchase 6 of these. Looking at the insignias, I mean, this is pretty much going to be like a no-brainer. This is one of the situations where you'll pick up the insignias that you need. So like Dark Flame Expeller is what, breastplate and pants. Don't foresee that being one we go for. I mean, this is probably one that I know some Magi might want to go for. Gloves and shoes, I'm not sure what slots those are. Tower Shield, I believe, is really, really strong because of the talisman slot. And then Kurnos is also pretty strong because of the ring slot, if I remember correctly. But I believe there's a better ring insignia, so yeah, this is pretty interesting. Oh wait, is it this? No. Maybe it's Clockwork, right? For crit? I'm not sure. There's different insignias. I go through all of them, or I'm going to go through all of them in another video where I go over exactly what insignias I'll be using for my Berserker and things like that. But it is interesting to see these here. Like it's, oh yeah, there's a Mystics pack. What's this? Oh wow, one of the following level 50. That's weird. You can get, I would never recommend this at this point, man. Like you'll get your gear. Just don't rush that. It's not worth it. I don't see anything else. Did I actually buy 10? Oh, that's what I was, yeah, buying brocades. Okay, yeah. We did buy that. Okay, fair enough. All right, let me check one last thing. Yeah, there it is. 1% skill damage, now up to 14. And then our 2-piece is 15% skill damage. I mean, that's really good. That's a pretty nice buff. At the very least, like I said, we're going to have that 2-piece set effect that we're going to be going for no matter what. 15% skill damage, unless there's a better 2-piece that I can go after, right? Unless that I can look into like something else. That's actually pretty solid. But let's look at the weapon. Here it is, Immortal Misery Sword. So the new weapon is 10% crit rate, 10% crit damage, all attribute enhanced plus 22. 3 extra physical attack, 5% damage bonus, +1 to level 1 through 60 skills. Final Cataclysm cooldown minus 15% and plus 15% damage is insane. Master your fate. Upon entering battle, gain different effect based on each equipped weapon gear. Effect each level 60 equipped armor piece. So each level 60 epic armor piece equipped increases damage dealt by 2% up to 10%. When wearing 3 or more pieces of King's Cavalry armor, casting Awakening skills has a 6% chance or 8% chance to melee attempts to assist. When wearing 3 or more pieces of Mighty Chariot, casting Awakening skills has an 8% chance to summon. That's crazy. Hold on. This is making those... I'm not sure why I'm being invited to anything right now. This is making the set bonuses, like, that immediately just makes these way, like, way better. I'm definitely going 3-piece Chariot now. I mean, like, if there was no question beforehand, I mean, I was going to go 3-piece Chariot anyway, not necessarily this chest piece, but we're definitely going 3-piece Chariot now, given the new weapon. That's actually freaking crazy. So the weapon not only has all these bonuses, but also gives basically up to 10% extra damage with level 60 armor equipped. And then based on your set bonus, if you have 3 pieces of any of these set bonuses, you're going to get an extra bonus. So yeah, having 3 more pieces, casting Awakening skills is an 8% chance to summon to assist in combat with a 60-second CD. It's an 8% chance on your Awakening skills. That's kind of rough. That's some RNG. That's some crazy RNG when you think about it, right? Because you're not using that often. Yo, I think Magiblade is going to have a field day with this. Like, I don't know if Magiblade was going to go 3-piece, but if Magiblade goes 3-piece, their skill cooldown reduction actually affects their all of their skills. So that's gonna be kind of crazy. But you do need an epic level 2 weapon or a Tenebrous weapon, which I believe is their way of saying you could have this or this. Meaning we would need to get up to a Tenebrous weapon, which we may not even be getting to anytime soon. I think I have 1/2 of my Tenebrous weapon blueprint. I think I need the other half of it, and then of course we're gonna need a bunch of sculptures. So yeah, I think that's about everything. I'm gonna do one quick once over really fast, and then we're gonna wrap up today's video. All right, to wrap things up, they did mention that Hamlet has a new store where you can actually purchase. Okay, so you can purchase these just straight up. How many can we buy? Let's see. You can buy them indefinitely. Okay, so like if you are looking to swap over, I know you need like 200 of them. That's 60 million gold. Okay, so I mean that's expensive. That is very, very expensive. It looks like it's bound gold specifically. It can't be unbound. I think you can use unbound gold for bound gold. Either way, that's 60 mil straight up if you're looking to swap weapons over, which is expensive, don't get me wrong, but it does give the opportunity now to be able to do that straight up, other than, you know, buying them, which I'm pretty sure if I were to check, oh, there are some. Okay, so I mean, these are 300 anyway. Let me see really quick. Is it the same price? Yeah, they're 300 regardless, so like it's not like you're gonna get them any cheaper. Should probably price these lower. These will probably start to stack up because there's no reason for anyone to buy any of these at 300. If you're buying them at 300, you're basically throwing for no reason. So just keep that in mind in case you're picking up those hex chest items. But yeah, I think that covers everything. We do have the new raid that is available now. So if we were to go into co-op battle, I believe we should see, yep, Queen Coordination is now available. We can see the drop table here too. We can see the Tenebrous weapon pieces. We have, oh, that's right, the new insignia. So Meridian insignia, it looks like it's gloves and shoes, and it looks to be damage bonus and damage resistance. I don't know that that's something I would go after. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the Atlan decks really fast here, while, you know, because I'm terrible at managing time. If we go to gloves, it'd be Hex Chest Guard, which is crit plus crit damage, or crit rate and crit damage versus 4% damage bonus. So that's a max of 8% damage bonus versus 4% crit rate and 10% damage or crit damage. You know, it depends on your crit ratio. It's a tough call. This seems like it might be the play. Let me check boots. Oh, it's definitely the one for shoes. Because you're looking at 8% bonus damage versus 7% skill, basic attack, and HP. You know what? Here's the problem, right? Because now I'm thinking about it from the perspective of a berserker, and that base HP may not be a bad thing. Skill damage, basic attack damage, and base HP, because our set bonus is going to have us using quite a few basic attacks anyway. And you do use basic attacks, at least on Zurker. So I guess in a situation where you just do not need... I mean, this is 8% bonus damage across the board. Basically, you're looking at 8% bonus damage versus 7% skill, or 7% skill and basic attack and HP. Like, basically you're looking at 7% versus an 8%. So it's 8% versus 7 and 7. If this gets you to an extra tier, this might be better to use, but I mean, it's kind of a... I don't know the damage formula. There's websites for the damage formula, so you guys are more than welcome to take a look at it yourselves, but I think this might end up actually being the better choice overall. However, it's hard to not want to consider this as a Berserker main. As a non-Berserker main, I feel like this is the choice every day of the week. But as a current Berserker main, that base HP plus 7% may push us into another tier that way we get some more out of our Frenzy. So it might be a consideration to even look at. But either way, that is not what we're here about. Just wanted to take a look at the insignias as well. And I think that is going to about cover it. It's going to be one of the first of these videos on the channel for Crystal of Atlan. So let me know if there's anything I missed in the comments below, anything you guys would like for me to cover in the future, how we should cover these videos, so on and so forth. I'll be taking a look at a lot of the comments. Either way, like if you enjoyed, subscribe when you keep up with more. As always, thank you to the channel members. You guys are fantastic, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, my friends. Peace out.